Second Jacobite Revolt. The Jacobite Rebellion of 1745, also known as the 45 Rebellion, was a significant attempt to restore the exiled Stuart dynasty to the British throne. Background. The Jacobites aimed to restore the Catholic Stuart monarchy, challenging the Protestant Hanoverian dynasty that was ruling Britain. The rebellion was led by Charles Edward Stuart, also known as Bonnie Prince Charlie, who was the grandson of James II and II. James II, James Francis Edward Stuart, Charles Edward Stuart, Bonnie Prince Charlie, no legitimate sons of Charles Edward Stuart. 1. Leadership. Charles Edward Stuart, along with his supporters, primarily Highland clans from Scotland, led the rebellion. The Highland clans formed the core of the Jacobite forces. 2. Timing. The rebellion was launched in 1745 when Charles Edward Stuart, with a small group of supporters, arrived in Scotland from France. He sought to capitalize on the perceived discontent among the Scottish population and gain their support. Number 3. Battles and engagements. The Jacobite forces achieved initial successes, winning battles such as the Battle of Prestonpans in September 1745. The Battle of Prestonpans took place near Prestonpans, Scotland. The opponents were the Jacobite forces, led by Charles Edward Stuart, and the government forces loyal to the British Crown. The Jacobites emerged as the winners of the battle, achieving a decisive victory over the government forces. They advanced southward into England, reaching as far as Derby in December 1745. However, they eventually retreated due to lack of support and logistical challenges. 4. Retreat and defeat. The Jacobite forces faced setbacks during their retreat from England. They were pursued by government forces, led by the Duke of Cumberland. The decisive Battle of Culloden, fought on April 16, 1746, near Inverness, resulted in a resounding victory for the government forces, effectively ending the rebellion. 5. Aftermath. Following the Battle of Culloden, Charles Edward Stuart went into hiding and eventually escaped back to France. The rebellion officially ended, and government forces launched a campaign to suppress Jacobite sympathizers and dismantle the traditional structure of the Highland clans. 6. Legacy. The Jacobite Rebellion of 1745 was the last major attempt to restore the Stuart monarchy. Its failure marked a turning point in British history, solidifying the Hanoverian dynasty's hold on the British throne and leading to significant changes in Scotland, including the suppression of Highland culture and the Highland clearances. The Jacobite Rebellion of 1745 holds historical significance as a pivotal event in British history, reflecting the ongoing conflict between supporters of the Stuart monarchy and those who favored the Protestant succession. Headings: 1. Second Jacobite Revolt. 2. Background. 3. Leadership, timing, battles and engagements. The Battle of Prestonpans, advance into England and retreat. 6. Retreat and defeat, the Battle of Culloden. 7. Aftermath. 8. Legacy.